You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Y&R fans. Well, Adam Newman has really torpedoed his relationship with Sally Spectra, and most can see the writing on the wall. This is Belinda from Soap Dirt, and let's talk about what happens once things between them blow up, because we all know Adam's never alone for too long. What lovely and lucky lady is next for him? Let's start by touching on why exactly things between Sally and Adam seem most assuredly doomed. But hey, hit subscribe if you're not following us already. So, of course, no soap opera lets any couple have a real happily ever after, unless you reach a certain age where it kind of stops being sexy to show them getting undressed in love scenes. Then they get to be that happily married older couple that dispenses advice, the wisdom of the ages. Other than that, breakups are standard soap opera drama. So what has doomed Adam and Sally is not him sleeping with Chelsea Lawson. I actually think that them doing the deed was 100% forgivable by both Sally Spectra and Billy Abbott. I mean, let's think about it. Adam and Chelsea have been absolutely distraught over Connor Newman. He has got really, really dire OCD. The kid is self-harming and is in such a serious state that he is essentially in full-time therapy. They were devastated that he tried to draw blood and basically attacked himself. They were so upset that they had a drink and then a drink and then a drink. They had way too much to drink. Adam and Chelsea turned to each other for comfort when they were at rock bottom, terrified they're going to lose their son to this disease of mental illness. I do not think for a minute Sally would hold that against Adam or Chelsea, given those particular circumstances. And as much as Billy doesn't like or trust Adam, I don't think he would hold it against him too much either. The larger deal is the lies. They should have come back from Baltimore and Adam immediately sat down with Sally and said, "I am so sorry, sweetheart. I was at a very dark place. So was Chelsea. Here's what happened with Connor. Here's what happened with us. I made a mistake. It shouldn't have happened. I am so sorry. It'll never happen again. I will make sure to never put myself in that position again. Please forgive me." And then Chelsea does the same thing with Billy at the same time. And from then on, Adam should have Sally travel with him separately to see Connor so she can be his support person. Chelsea has Billy go with her as her support person. Once things smooth out, all four of them could go together. That way Connor gets more visits, and their love interest would gradually learn to trust them again. What happened was a mistake brought about by intense anxiety and horrible circumstances. And so far, it looks like a one-night stand, but it's the lies and the cover-up. That's the real betrayal, not the drunken, stress, and alcohol-induced hookup. So yeah, I don't think Sally Spectra is going to let this slide. I tend to think Adam is going to lose his lady love. And when he does, if he does, which I think he will, the big question is, who's next? Well, I have a few ideas. First and foremost, there's Chelsea Lawson to consider. If she and Billy break up also, then that'd be the first assumption as his next love interest. But I absolutely think Chelsea and Adam are toxic together, and it will be a terrible idea. I don't particularly like Chelsea with Billy either, but I also really don't like Billy with anybody because I think no matter who he's with, he's going to behave badly. So she might as well just keep him. I mean, he did pull her off a ledge and all that. Adam would be wise to avoid her in the long run, but she remains a possibility. Next in line in terms of his exes, there's Sharon Newman, who is single. And of course, Sharon is going through a mental health crisis of her own lately. She is hallucinating kissing Nick Newman this week, so her mind is clearly on her ex-husband. But by the time Sally dumps Adam, assuming it does go that way, Sharon might be back in a healthier state of mind. And I actually do like Sharon with Adam. And if you recall, they did chemistry test them after the Mark Grossman recast. And a lot of people were hoping to see that come to fruition. If you recall, they slept together and he even proposed to her, but then she decided to make things work with Ray Rosales and went ahead and married him. So maybe they could make it work. And especially after he's gone through this whole thing with Connor's OCD, I actually think Adam could be a really good partner for Sharon, given her ongoing mental health struggles, because now he's been neck deep in with it with his own son. And so he's got a really good perspective, I think, to be a good partner to her. I think it could work. Another lovely lady in Genoa City who's single is Lily Winters. She has not dated anyone since Daniel Romalotti betrayed her by cheating with Heather Stevens. On the plus side, she and Adam have never dated, so there's no messy history to get past. And another plus is that it would royally annoy Billy if she began to see Adam. I think they would make a very attractive couple. She's smart as a whip. I think she'd be a really good match for Adam in a lot of ways. Plus, they've both spent time behind bars. They could swap prison stories. It could be very interesting. You know, it's a possibility. Another person to consider, this woman is dating someone right now, but I still think it would be a great pair to consider. Adam with Audra Charles. I mean, it's a bit problematic because she is friends with Sally, but let's be real. Audra doesn't seem like a girl's girl. She's not really the kind of woman who can keep women friends for very long. She's not giving sisters before misters type of vibes. And yeah, she's dating Nate Hastings, but she's treating him as more of a booty call than a boyfriend. And I could totally see Audra and Adam being a dynamic duo type of pairing. Adam is basically a younger version of Tucker McCall, sort of a Tucker 2.0, if you will. When Victor inevitably betrays her at Glissade, or Kyle turns on her, or Jack and Kyle reconcile and take over Glissade, steal it from Victor, Audra's going to need a new job. And she was good at Newman Media. I could totally see her and Adam dating, running Newman Media together. They would be a lot of fun, and it might rub Victor the wrong way, which is always fun. All right, last but by no means least, let's talk about another woman that Adam has never been with, but who's someone I think would be a fun match. It's another person that they chemistry tested Mark Grossman with when he was first cast as Adam Newman, and then it went nowhere and left me scratching my head. That is the gloriously devious Phyllis Summers. Remember when he was Spider in Vegas and claimed he didn't remember his past as Adam? Phyllis went and brought him back. And they seemed to be going places. When they introduced Mark Grossman to fans on The Talk as the new Adam, they brought along Missy Egan, who plays Chelsea, and Michelle Stafford, who plays Phyllis, kind of teasing possibilities. Of course, they tried him with Sharon too. I feel like they recast him back in, 2019, I think, with sort of no idea who to pair him with. It was very frustrating as a fan of the character and of the show. And I hope if Josh Griffith presses on with breaking up Adam and Sally, that he has a better idea of what to do next with Adam. Sally and Adam feel doomed to me, which is sad because I like them as a couple. But who would you like to see Adam with if he and the redhead are really done? Chelsea, Sharon, Lily, Audra, or Phyllis? Drop your choice in the comments and subscribe if you've not already done so.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.